I just like, I don't know how to make tea. I don't know how to use a radiator. I don't know how to use a tea kettle. Maybe I'm just dumb. My lecture started a minute ago, but I'd like to talk about what it's like to be one of the only American students at a British university. I learned that I need to keep a kettle in my room and milk and sugar and tea bags, because anytime someone comes over, they ask me for tea, and I'm just like, I don't know how to make it. Like, I don't know how to make tea. It's not hard, it's not, but I do make it incorrectly. Like, I don't put milk in my tea. I don't, but they do, and I have to learn that. And every time somebody comes over and they're like, can I get a cup of tea? And I'm like, yeah, can you show me how to make it though? And they just like judge me. They just judge me so hard. So that's the first thing that I learned. They don't have ACs typically. All over England, it's not really a big thing. But especially in my dorm room where it's hot, because it's just hot. All I have is a radiator. I don't know how to use a radiator. I have to sleep with my window cracked open like that. And I don't know how to use that thing right there. I don't know how to use a radiator. I don't know how to use a tea kettle. Maybe I'm just dumb, but like, I'm pretty sure all you have to do is twist a knob. I don't know what direction. I don't know what it does. It's gonna blow up or catch fire. I just turn it off because I'm hot and I try to go buy a fan. They don't sell fans in the winter. I'm just supposed to explode from heat. Like, they just don't. And all my friends are like, why do you want a fan? It's winter. And I'm like, because it's hot. I like the airflow. I don't know. So I made this video for my American friends to see my struggles. And so far, the only people commenting are British people making fun of me for my struggles. But you know what? I deserve it. I'm learning and I appreciate it. But this is not the point. This is not the point of the videos, I promise, okay? So apart from that, I've learned that I have to dress up everywhere I go. I have a pool hall in my accommodation. It's not a dorm, it's an accommodation. And I showed up in some Nike shorts and that Gulf Shores shirt, because that's the most American thing I own. So I thought I'd flex, you know? I definitely got some funny looks. Nobody said anything because they're also nice here, but everyone else was on like jeans, like at least leggings and like a really nice shirt to like balance it, you know? Like, everyone looks like they could go out for dinner, like a nicer dinner at all times. So I'm gonna have to get used to actually wearing nice clothes. One of the things that's very different is, for me at least, is the cursing. I'm from the South. I curse like a sailor with my friends, but whenever I'm around my mom, my dad, like my adults, or any authority figure, any teachers, I just turn it off, you know? Here, it's just like, you just still curse with them. Like, especially like the C word, the F word, all, like, you just use them all. Like, there's no limit to what you can use here, which is very scary to me. Like, it just scares me because I'm not used to it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, whew. I'm used to being like, damn, like that's intense. You're really angry, but they just use it casually, you know? So that's so weird to me. They have some weird ways that they do small talk. I noticed that as soon as I say nice to meet you, they say thank you. In the South, we say nice to meet you too. They say thank you. That's just weird to me. That was just weird. But anyway, the other thing that throws me for a loop, every time I pass by these certain people, they're like, you okay? And I'm like, I think so. I don't know. Like, I get really honest with them because they ask me if I'm okay. And every time that someone asks me if I'm okay, I'm usually not. Like, they usually ask when you're crying or something. Oh my God, are you okay? Like, here it's like, you okay? And I'm like, I think so. I'm all right. I'm okay. Yeah. And then they just like keep walking. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna practice for next time. And if you're not American, you're probably not gonna understand why I'm so thrilled about this. But yesterday I was talking to my friends. My hip had been hurting for like 3 weeks now. And I was like, how much does it cost to book a doctor's appointment here? I should probably go get it looked at. And they just looked at me funny. And I was like, what? They said, you don't have to pay for that kind of stuff here. We have free healthcare. And I was like, I forgot. And on my visa application, I paid the $1,500 that it took for my healthcare for the entire stay that I'm here. So I can go to the doctor for anything. I'm not going to abuse that, but I can go to the doctor like whenever I need to. In America, you have to make the choice between like when's the line to actually be worthy of paying for it, because it's like $150 plus for an appointment in general. An ambulance is like $2,000 and an x-ray is like another $1,000 on top of that. So like you have to think about it and decide. My friends' minds were blown when I was like so thrilled about it So in part 7, I talked about how I'm excited about being able to go to the doctor, and everybody freaked out because they didn't know how expensive it was to have healthcare in America. So here are a few reasons why, as an American, I'm so excited to have healthcare in England. Obviously, we know an ambulance is upwards of $2,000. An inhaler is $350. There's been a couple cases of Band-Aids costing $630 plus. 2 EpiPens cost $600. To get tested for COVID, it's $50 to $500. Oh God, don't even try to have a kid because it's $10,000 to $40,000 to have one. And if you've had a C-section, it costs $40 extra to hold your baby after you've had it. If you break a bone and it doesn't require surgery, it's still $2,500. Oh, and don't even think about staying in a hospital overnight. 10 grand, easy. And if you have a concussion, it's $20,000 just to treat it. A brain injury. I hope that clears up why I was so excited. I know the Brits are coming for me for this one, but I am so tired of walking everywhere. And my friends don't get it because I'm from a small town in Arkansas. In places like New York, you can walk. In places like Arkansas, you take a step to the left and Gunner's coming to plow you down in his Toyota Tacoma. In Arkansas, it was like a 15-20 minute drive to town. Here, it's a 15-20 minute walk, and it's weird. It's just weird to me. And I really didn't even realize how much Americans drive compared to other countries because we have places like drive-through banks, drive-through pharmacies, drive-through everything. And it blew their minds that we had those things just because they don't have that here. They just walk. It's not that big of a deal. And it's like really embarrassing because I'm trying to like walk with them and I'm just not good at walking. Clearly, like, I trip all the time. I didn't realize how clumsy I was until I'm here and I'm tripping every 5 steps just because I'm not used to just walking outside. And this one was just weird to me because this is not something that you can really do in America because of the drinking age and the drinking culture. But my campus has 2 bars and a nightclub on it, which blew my mind. My little American brain was like, red flags because everyone's just gonna be partying all the time. But no, like the drinking culture here is so different. Like you just go out for like a drink or 2 with your friends. It's the pub culture and it makes a lot of sense. And honestly, having them on campus is a lot safer because number 1, you don't have to worry about kids drinking and driving. And number 2, it's a lot safer, I think. I feel safer on a university nightclub just because there's not gonna be strangers. Like everyone that goes there has to show their student ID. And it just makes sense to me. Not only is that weird, but it's also the fact that I can buy liquor on a Sunday. I'm from the Bible Belt South, so we can't even like look at a liquor store on a Sunday. So it's been taking a lot of adjustment, me being 18, being able to buy my own liquor. So when I come home, it's going to be an interesting experience. Give me a follow if you want to see some more.